Okay, guys, I just stopped hanging out with two hot girls to answer the most retarded fucking video I've ever seen. More retarded bullshit about more retarded Thai cheaters who don't know the real style, who keep making us look bad. Okay? Ti Fang is basically like to set and drop or something. Like, you know, whatever it is. Like, Ti Singlet. It's like fucking, you're fucking crazy. Alright? You know, that's what it really says to me. So, when you're playing push hands somebody, now I'm sitting on a bed, I'm sitting on a foam mattress on purpose, what they're saying is when you see me do Fa Jing, and you see me do like a both power, right? That is the same as this trickery bullshit they call Ti Fang, right? Or Ti Fang, right? You have these fat old people making believe that they know martial arts. For the truth. Bullshit, bullshit, you all suck. I don't like any of you fucking posers. Okay, so here's the deal. Can you stop the alarm? So, I started going public with this because it's not even so much I want to defend the martial art. It's the principle. It's the principle. I saw this fight, this MMA versus Tai Chi fight. And when I tell you that they're both shit, okay? The MMA guy, his technique was complete shit. He punched this guy 20 times, and the guy still got up, and his face wasn't all that bad. Big muscle-bound guy, you're not impressing me. Mr. Tai Chi, I don't know what delusional fucking planet he was on, but you got your shit fucked up, and you didn't do a goddamn thing. I wasn't sure if he thought it was going to be a wrestling match, he thought maybe MMA, jiu-jitsu, or if you were just completely fucking delusional. But either way, that little thing, and then Joe Rogan, who I really think is the biggest sellout piece of shit on the fucking planet, he set me off. And that's why I decided I'm going to come out and I'm going to show you the real shit. Okay? That, you know, what all the legends are made of. Taiji in Cantonese means big force. Not grand ultimate bullshit. Dai is huge, big, right? Dai Ma is a fucking big horse, right? So, Taiji Kun is like fucking huge force. Okay? It's G, J-I. C-H-I is blood. Blood and energy. Okay? J-I is force, a tangible force. A tangible force. Okay? So when you're talking about Ti Fang, right? That to me is the lowest skill level. Like, it's what the fake showboats use against the uninitiated. It's trickery. It's disgusting. Alright? I loathe you. You make me sick. Okay? I want to vomit when I look at your videos. I want to vomit when I see the people you're teaching who are like, it's like adult daycare. Everyone's like clapping and getting an award for showing up. Okay? I see this freaking guy. I'm like, the nonsense that I saw today made me want to vomit in my mouth. So let me show you the difference. Set up for a roll, right? So this is my beautiful waifu, and she's only done a little bit of basic push hands, but it's gonna be enough because if I show you with a real man, right? You're not going to be able to handle it because, it has to be all abstract pussyfoot bullshit for you guys. So I'm going to do it on a level you understand. I'm not on my feet. There's no real root. I'm on a memory foam mattress. Okay? So she puts pressure to me. I let her come in, and I let go, and then I push her away. Let me tell you something. That shit's not going to work on someone who knows how to wrestle and someone who understands basic wrestling. Because you're going to go and you're going to do this bubble bullshit and push him back and forth. And as soon as you go to set him back, he's going to follow you. Because the first rule in Taiji... What's the first thing I taught you?
Chase the center.
Chase the center.
Yeah.
Go forward. First move, go forward. You try to let go and I go sing it to you, I'm going to punch you in the fucking throat. I'm going to hit you. Okay? I'm going to hit you. I'm going to continue to go on top of you. And if you try to fucking push me, I'm going to put you in a hole. I'm going to do a double leg takedown. I'm going to grab you in a fucking headlock. I'm going to body slam your ass. That's what's going to happen. Okay? That shit does not work on real people. That shit works in your make-believe fantasy land of fat old daycare people. Okay? And I know 70-year-old guys who will fuck you up who use Tai Chi. Come to a Midtown Tai Chi group. These guys are legit. William Chen's guys. You have all those lineages come... And they're all over 60... And none of them use that bullshit. Not one of them uses bullshit. Some guy actually told me I don't understand Chinese. My first language was Cantonese. Okay? My second language is Spanish. And you're talking to me. My ex-girlfriend, my wife was 12 years living in a Cantonese house. And you're going to tell me I don't know Cantonese? Right? 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 So, it's like, don't fucking come to me with that bullshit. Alright? Second of all, you punch towards me, she pushes the pressure. This is what the difference between Ting Jin and the listening skill and Fa. Fa is to release, right? Fa! Like bang! It's not like fa. No. Fa. F is fire. A is air. Alright? Fire, air. Fa. That's what it means. Okay? It's expressing the air, hey, right? In the air. Fa! Like bang. Explode. When you're that strong, you don't need a lot of it. So you have these fake Tai Chi masters who come around and they play these fucking showboat games where they get someone with bad root and bad balance and they'll take them back and they'll try to push them away. And you can see she's trying to play with me for the camera. She doesn't want to let me do it. Because she knows how to,
It's weird, like my body doesn't want to let it happen.
Because I already taught her how to deal with that bullshit.
If you relieved your hand from me,
I'm going to get punched in the face.
Well, or I would stay here. I wouldn't go.
Right.
I wouldn't go. Yeah.
Right? So that's the trick they're doing. I can't even do it the right way because I'm so used to cutting to the bone now. Let me show you the difference between the right way to get someone to use pung, changing pung and an and just fa, which is basically just this. Listening skill. They touch me, I turn off the extra muscles, I'm not innervating muscles, so my sensory perception, my proprioception, my chemoception is open. I'm not wasting energy. So when I touch her, I know exactly where the bone marrow is. She puts pressure in, I give her pung. Pung is basically expanding the joints, right, without tensing the nervous system. So I can still listen, but it has this bubble. And that bubble is the real effect that you're hearing of this Ti Fang. It's an accidental effect of Ti Fang, right? It's accidental because when she pushes on the bubble, she has that effect, right? The next thing I'm going to do is channel the bone marrow. So she brings the bubble, it goes through my bone marrow. I take the bone marrow, I cut it in half. One half becomes positive, one half becomes negative. She comes in. This comes in the outside channel, so right now she's on my outside channel, which is my style, the pinky is the yang and rear. The index finger is yin and forward. So when she's on my ulna, she's putting pressure on my back, I rotate it under my spine, up the linea alba, through my pec minor, through the yang channel, and now go. And now I return the force in her bone marrow out of phase. That's what's happening when I do fajing, right? Where you see the explosion. So this in and out tinging, it's you call it Ti Fang, is literally she hits me, the bounce comes in, the wave comes in, go, and you can see the wave. I wave, right? It's not me letting her out and letting her back in. Bullshit, because Tai Chi does not go backwards. It's only forward. It's always forward. Pung, you start the form with pung, you don't lose pung. That means there's no backwards. If the bubble deflates, you're dead. So she comes in, the bubble's expanded, the bubble bounces on one channel, comes back, and comes up the other channel. Right, go? And now I do a slight roll, and that energy's released. It's released into her bone marrow. But the reason why it works is because as she's pushing, she has a positive and a negative channel. So I take the positive channel, I roll this, and my yang channel becomes receiving, and I take it and make my yin channel, in this case, right, positive. Right? So I flip the channel on her. So I can do it this way and do the same thing. And flip the channel that way. I take one power line and roll it on the other. So while I say that this is generally yang, this is generally yin, I mean that because the outside of the body is hard and less sensitive. But I can generate a line force in any direction on any of the paths, any of the meridians, or any of the nonsense. So this is basic physics, okay? It's an elastic collision. She pushes pressure on one part of my bone marrow, the bone marrow compresses, it goes through one side, out the other side, and back on the opposite side. And this is the trick that people don't get. The contact point can be split in two, like the yin-yang symbol. When she makes contact with me, I divide the space in half. The top half, the whole force, she's putting a whole force to the whole thing. I take that force, I put it and split it. So I take it, I route it on the top of the channel, and I bring it in the back. Push. That's all I'm doing.
Feels like I'm getting lifted.
You feel like getting lifted, yeah. But I'm using 4 ounces of my force as a training method. I use 4 ounces of my force because when I'm using her force, literally her force, I do not need my own force. So she comes in with the channel, boom, And I have to actually store her energy, otherwise she'll fly. Because the harder she pushes, where I go, see?
Yeah, it's like I'm pushing myself.
You're literally pushing yourself off of me. Okay? So, in one respect, this rebound force or spring energy, you keep hearing this in the classic, the spring force. It's not this bullshit, like, trickery. Okay? This is what weak people do so that they can affect what we do, which is a martial application, which is you can come out with 1,000 pounds of force on this line. Okay? Be careful, because I was going to...
I felt that for a second.
So, she comes with this line, right? Good. Go. Now, they're saying I should do this, and then now, and then... I don't understand.
It's like that, no.
It only works in a very, very cooperative opponent. Okay? And it works for a show. And it'll work if I get, oh yeah, we're going to do this thing. You're going to push me like this. You're going to hold the push, and then I'm going to take you out of your balance, and then let you go.
Or if someone doesn't have their root to...
What's his name? Aaron Montague guy. He was a Tai Chi guy. I didn't agree with everything he said. I do agree with him when he said one thing about sitting duck technique. This bullshit about Ti Fang, like you have to sit, okay, you're going to push me, and you have to do it as an example. You're going to push me, and I'm going to wait for you to finish pushing, and then you're going to hold the push, I'm going to take you out of your push, and now that you're out of balance, who the fuck's going to do that? Who in their right mind is going to let you do that in real time? You're going to go like this. A jiu-jitsu guy, you're going to come like this. You know what they're going to do? They're going to pass their fucking hand out of the way, grab you by the fucking throat, grab you by the leg, slam you to the fucking ground, and just let's fucking rip you in pieces. Because that's what's going to happen to you. That's what happens to you because you're not practicing reality. It's not that Tai Chi's bad. You're bad. You're retarded, and you're not pressure testing your shit. Okay? So you're going, one more time. You push. I got you. Okay, ready? Okay. Oh, I don't need 4 antidepressants because you have no root. No. When I do these techniques, and you'll see me do it against, I've gone against guys who've had state wrestling teams. I've gone against fucking Olympic fucking wrestlers. I've gone against powerlifters. And am I lying?
Yeah.
All right? Because this style is a physics trick that works in the situation.
Doesn't matter how strong.
Does it mean I'm invincible? No. But I can tell you right now, I will fuck all you guys up. Okay? I'm not invincible. I'm not the best fighter in the world, but I'm better than you fucking meatheads. You fucking retards. Okay? You scudge of the earth. You fucking Tai cheaters. You lying motherfuckers. Okay? Because your shit does not work. Your shit's a lie, and you make me sick. You make me fucking sick. That MMA fight, the MMA guy and the Tai Chi guy made me sick. Alright? The MMA guy had shitty technique. Let me tell you something. If I punch you in the face 3 times, you're not getting up.
You don't have a face.
You don't have a fucking face. Okay? And I'm not the best in the world, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if I do make contact with your face, you're not gonna have a face. Okay? But the thing that pissed me off is they have no respect. And the Tai Chi guys, they're in fucking delusional land. So it's like both sides of that fight were shit. And everyone's trying to see who's less shit.
Instead of fixing their own, right?
Well, the MMA guy had bad technique and is relying on is like just weightlifting and aggression. And that's why he disappeared, because all the real masters, because there's guys from Chen Village that come to United States all the time that are fucking your MMA guys up. Straight up. I did jiu-jitsu, I did boxing, I did Muay Thai, I know what works. Okay? I tested my shit, I know what works and what doesn't work. Okay? That's why I'm not going to say, oh, it's the style that's bad. No, the people are bad, because that one guy from MMA was shit. I know guys who do MMA that are fucking beasts. That guy was shit, and you're acting like he's the fucking spokeschild for MMA. Now you get this fucking shitbag Tai Chi guys. The problem is that most of the Tai Chi guys that are doing Yang style specifically are in fucking delusional La La Land. So at least the MMA guy, while his technique is shit and he has no respect, at least he's doing something that kind of works.
Yeah, they're like double light instead of double heavy.
So now you have one guy that's double heavy and one guy that's double light. Okay? One guy that has no fucking concept of reality, and the other one who's just like, he's overcompensating. It's like the guy who has the big monster truck. Once the Tai Chi guy went down that fight, the fight should have stopped. He got on top and started pounding on this fucking guy who wasn't doing anything. And the sad part was, you didn't even fuck his face up that bad. I'm from the hood. I've seen people get fucking stomped. Like raffle stomped. Like just fucked up. Like just like, oh no. I fucked people up like that. I ruined people's fucking faces. That was not impressive to me. None of you were impressive to me. Okay? So that's what make that shit clear. Back to this Ti Fang bullshit. So we're doing a basic roll. Okay? We do the roll back. She comes in. They say, okay, roll and press. Now, if the person's out of time and you're using listening skill, this Ti Fang is going to happen. It's going to happen on accident. It's an incidental technique. It's not something you try to do to somebody because it doesn't. You don't need to try. We're doing rolls, and she comes in and she misses the timing. She has to go. It's a chess game. It's if then else, like a program. I don't have to do. Oh well, I'm gonna do this, and it's trickery bullshit because that trick.
It's gonna put you behind.
They'll put you behind reality, and they'll get you stuck because you're relying on trickery, not technique, not form. And in my system, it's geometry first. Geometry is king. Timing is queen. Conditioning is a bastard love child. Okay? If my geometry is good and she comes towards me, and my pung is good and you try to hit me, it's like you're going to get caught by geometry. If you're doing rollback and my timing is good, my geometry is good, and she comes in fast, she has to go, and I'm still guarding the line. Okay? This is just timing. Geometry and timing. Same thing as boxing. Same thing as in charm. She throws a punch, I slip the punch, and I come in. Right? I didn't even know what she was going to do. I just slipped and go. Right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay? Roll again. So now, why does the Fa Jing effect, the spring effect happen? Fa Jing is anything that's an exploding linear force. Okay? I don't want to go into like semantic games with you in translation because there is no direct translation of a Chinese word to an English word. Not really. Okay? Because the implication socially is always different. That's why so many dialects, you know, people are like, oh, Tai Chi means grand ultimate. No, it doesn't. It just means large. It means big. Okay? And someone can prove me otherwise, I'd like to see it. But in Cantonese, Dai is big. Right? Dai Lo is a big brother, right? It's not fucking like grand ultimate brother. Grand ultimate brother! Will you please teach me? Please teach me your Kung Fu brother. It's like, you know, like, come on! It literally just means big force. Okay? Like, literally, big energy. Okay? So you put in tension, I put tension. Now we have tension against tension. When I say tension, does not mean, I know they say, oh, you have to be soft. You don't have to be soft. And any motherfuckers say you have to be soft, go to Taiwan, or go to any of the real push hands meets, and see who's soft. Okay?
Only feel soft until you get the rest
The
off.
reason why you idiots think it's soft, because you're going to push me, and I move in time, they do not get a chance to rest on my bridge. That's because of timing. It's not soft. If you push my bridge now, it's not soft. It looks soft, but there's power.
And it's not.
I'm not using the large phasic muscles. I'm using tonic muscles, posture muscles, sinews, fascia, ligaments. Okay? And the bones. So it looks soft, but it's iron wrapped in cotton. It's the outside big muscles are relaxed because they're only there for fa. They're only there for power output, for one burst, and they relax. And all systems at the highest level act like Tai Chi. They relax and bah! Bam! Hard. Not this, I don't understand it. Anyway, you push, I get the power, it comes in, fine. See this? You see this? Now what I'm going to do, instead of taking it and letting myself go back, I'm going to take the vibration and channel it down. You see? I channel it down, and then I'm going to use my hand as spiral so you can see what's happening in my body. She comes in, and I spiral it back to her. So, an easy way to look at that is she's rolling, and I take this force, and I spin it right here over her. And I spin it back on them. And I spin it back on them. Okay? That's local. That's local from my shoulder, from the glenohumeral joint, right? Or from radial supination. Go. See? You feel that
Yeah, or even like
up in your head,
yeah.
because it's a wave. Your body's a bag of water. So if you throw a punch at somebody, how much of the water fluid is being thrown into the punch? Okay? That's the difference between a Mike Tyson punch and some other fucking the MMA versus Tai Chi guy. MMA. It is. Come on, guys. You're getting fucking naked and like getting like raw oily and it's, you know, it's like you're compensating for something when you're angry. Anyway, come on. So you push. Fine. So now I took the power and I load it into my body, and this is the compression technique I was talking about. I take the fluid in my body, I take all this, I compress it into my down and then I store the energy. So now that I store it, like, go, watch this. So that looks like bullshit. Do it.
It doesn't feel like bullshit. Here, let me sit.
Sit normal. Do it again. So I'm gonna take the energy she gives me and store it into my down into my guts, I'm going to compress my guts and my perineum. Actually, I can compress my fucking asshole. Go. Okay? Go. And this is one of the secrets I don't tell you. Is now, let go. So it's all stored.
Yeah.
Right? Did I move? Did I move? No. It looks like it, but I'm actually moving inside my body. My fingertips. And now, is that enough to fly somebody? Maybe some master who's done this for 40 years probably can do that.
Okay.
I'm just showing you a basic function of the anatomy at a low level. I'm not the best in the world, okay? By far. There's guys in the mountains that'll fucking throw fireballs and shit. I don't know about that. I'm showing what I can do. Right? If this is what I can do, and I decoded it, you know, from playing with all the masters in Chinatown, I'm sure there's people out there who are way past where I am. And that's what pisses me off. So, what just happened is the body compresses, the joints compress, and then I take that into my danten and go and stop. And I hold that compression, and then I release. See? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can store the energy for a little while. Now, you accumulate this compressed force from doing the form the right way long enough so that you can actually just zap somebody all the time. Right? Which sounds like bullshit to people, but that's actually what's happening. Okay? It's a combination of me taking their force and rolling it on them, taking their force and channeling it through different pathways back on them, okay? Or using stored force,
Yeah.
okay? And discharging
That sucks.
like that, okay? I don't like to do that because
It sucks.
and it's very small, sharp, fast wave. But it's where the secret sword hand got lost, okay? You can take these two fingers and, see? I'm not pushing her. See? Am I moving? What do you feel?
It feels like a circle inside my
How far is it
body.
going?
I feel it in my butt cheek over
In your
here.
butt cheek.
Yeah.
So,
With us more. Yeah.
okay? You could say it's the chi and the energy field. I'm not on that energy field level yet. I believe it. I do qigong exercise and things like that. For me, I feel it as literally the blood and the vibrational, vibration. So if I connect to the person, okay? Okay. So I connect to the person and then I just put the mind to open this up. See?
Even if I don't touch it, I feel.
I don't want to tell people that because they're going to think it's bullshit and I want to argue with
Fair
them.
enough.
I want to give people some physics that they understand because we start going to esoteric
No,
shit.
you just said tell me what it feels like.
I
so
know,
I'm
but
telling
I
you.
don't want people to go to that because then it's a place where I don't want to go there because these people are too stupid to understand. I also don't want to go there. Look, there's an electromagnetic energy in your body. That's why you have, it's called muscle innervation, nerve innervation. The GTO reflexes, the things like that. There's an actual electrical signal that goes through your body. Okay? And if you train that long enough, I'm sure you can throw a fucking fireball. I'm just not throwing fireballs right now. Okay? That's not me. So, we're here. So, what they're doing is taking someone who's a low skill level and tricking their balance. I can't even do it to my girl because I told her enough to not let that stupid shit happen to her. Okay? So, what they're saying is to push her hard, push hard, push hard. You see, she's going to come towards me, right? Push, 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 push. And then I wait and I throw her up on the rebound.
You would even.
That's not going to work on somebody who's going to move. Okay? Who's going to respond to you. It's not going to work. And it's a cheap trickery to allow fat, skinny, old, idiotic, fake Thai cheaters to mimic what we're doing. You come towards me, I put pressure goes through the loop goes down underneath and goes to the opposite channel, and I return the wave. I'm going to do it by showing you a spiral. Okay? I'm not doing any balance tricks. I'm taking an energy wave that she's given me, compress my bones, see, go. I compress my bones. I make sure that my pung is not breaking, go. See? My pung is breaking. I'm actually moving. Now, go. I take this wave, I take the wave, and I take it under to the next channel. Okay? If I want, I can ride over the top of the channel.
Oh, that felt weird.
Okay, sorry. So, what's actually happening is a ping pong match in my bone marrow. She pushes me, I take the wave in my bones, and I expand my bone marrow, and she gets a shock. And the reason the shock comes is because my bones are actually moving in and out like Wolverine. That's the real trick. The real trick is that when you do the forearm, you're actually opening your joints this way. Not like this, but this way. You are unsheathing the joint. And it's an expansion reflex that's not really recognized in Western medicine. In myofascial systems, maybe Thomas Myers will recognize it, maybe people like that might recognize it, but the average Western medicine does not recognize expansion, contraction of the joints or the body. They don't see it. If you want to believe it, go into, if you haven't done pull-ups in a long time, measure yourself, grab a pull-up bar, and hang. And after a minute, you may notice you're about an inch taller. It's not a permanent growth, but you will see that there is an elongation. There's a certain amount that you can decompress your spine and decompress your bones, right? And people see me grow 2 inches after I go do pull-ups. If I'm wrestling for days and days and days, I go hang on the pull-up bar, I'll grow like 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm just uncompressing myself. It's not that I'm actually growing, I'm just unfucking myself. Okay? So that, again, your pressure, this barrier called pung, is the joints expanding in every direction and the ligaments holding vector deviation. That wave goes in my bones. You'll see me rock back. And then what I'm going to do to return the wave is not a rock trick. Is I just flip the wave against the contact point. So if she's contacts here, I split the contact point in half. Take the energy up one channel and redirect it down the other. Okay? So I can go through her yin channel or her yang channel. And again, I say that loosely because I just recognize for ease of explaining, the outer side of the body and the ulna is what I consider to be yang. The back is yang. The inside, where the arteries are, is yin. It does not mean this is the only way to look at it. It's just the easiest way to get my point across. So when someone puts pressure, I go to, right now she's on my yang channel, my outside channel, and then I redirect it on the inside channel. I feel pressure on the top, so I bring it down to the bottom. I can also go over, and I can also go through potential energies. So now, and this is where it looks like complete bullshit, you put pressure, I take the pressure over my back and put it over her head. Okay? And that looks like complete bullshit.
I grabbed on. I was
like, grab on because you might fall. So don't feel afraid of. So she puts pressure here, and I put it over her head. She puts it here, I put it under her. Go. Under. Okay? She puts it, I put it around her. Okay? I put it around.
Wow. That was weird.
Okay? And what's actually happening is I'm taking my body and making it into a spring. And that's what spring energy is. Okay? It's literally making all the bones in your body and all the fluid in your body into a spring system. And the way you do that is to turn the main phasic muscles off. It does not mean you need to not weightlift. It does not mean that you can never use muscle in Tai Chi. What it means is to learn this alignment skill, you must learn to not use the muscle first. You must learn to use the phasic muscle after. Okay? And that is the closed door teaching. There's teachings in Tai Chi that they don't want you to know. Alright? There's a reason why the spirals are taken out. There's a reason why teaching how to use your sphincter muscle was taken out. To literally pump your butthole when you're doing a technique. Okay? I'm not making this up. Alright? This is the stuff that's in the classics. If you go into the Wu Dang Mountains, I'm sure they're talking about the anal sphincter contractions. Okay? Because you are literally moving the pelvic floor to drag fluids around, to get innervation of nervous system around. Any of the occult practices teach this. Alright? They teach you about all these, if you look, and I see all these people that talk about it, they don't do it. And if you mention them, oh, it's bullshit. Then why are you practicing? Okay? So I'm going to demonstrate one more time. She pushes. You see the force? I take the force and I immediately right back at her. There's no time to shift her balance. Okay? Because if you do read the class, on contact, she should go. Ready? Go.
Wait, oh.
Oh! And I have to be careful because we'll shoot across the damn room. Go. See, go. Am I going back and forth? No.
I go forward.
If someone grabs my wrist, you see me do this trick forward? Right? Towards me? And you see me do that trick. Right?
Yeah.
What's happening is my outer lion skin becomes a sheath. And she's actually... Myofascial system is like a hot dog skin. And when she grabs my skin and my my skin and fascia, it actually is sliding back, and then I let that slide and shoot my bones the opposite direction. What happens is the elasticity and the tension causes a rebound effect. She goes, "Ooh." That is not the Ti Fang that you're talking about. It is because I'm taking it off our center, but we're doing it within a fucking millimeter.
Yeah.
So that there's no time. Go ahead. There's no time. See, there's no time for me to do this. Oh, I'm bring you back. And no. On contact. She touches, she goes. You can see it, or you feel it. What do you feel?
It feels like a shock, but it's like a circular shock.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make this as soft as possible because this is my waifu. So I don't want to do any damage. But if I want to make it straight, go. What does it feel like now?
Goes
Right to your heart, right?
Yeah.
So
it gets stuck here.
Stuck. I don't want to do too much, but at the same time, the people that I have to show this to are freaking posers who are either overweight, anorexic, or in fucking adult daycare. And that's not to say that I'm saying anything about old people, because I train with people who are older than you, who will fuck you up, who are in their 70s, who will fuck you up. Okay? I have video of Master Wu launching this Chen style kid. Okay? On my channel, he's a little dude, and he's not
a little old man.
And he launched that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's not that I don't like old people. I just don't like you. I just don't like you. Okay? And I don't have to. I don't have to make believe that I'm some fucking peaceful, bullshit monk guy. No. This is reality, okay? This is a war art. Hands up. Push down. So from here, I'm actually doing it on this. I think this looks less of a thing. I'm actually going to tie my feet and my hands up. Go to push me. Go. Push.
It still feels the same.
Push. Okay? What's happening is I'm filling my fingertips with pung. Okay? Pung literally means to expand, like a ball. It's a euphemism that means bounce. Like boing. Okay? Like drop a ball. Boing. So I fill up my bone marrow, which is a piezoelectronic, with boing. And she pushes on the ball. I go into the water, and she bounces off of me. There's no Ti Fang. There's no fucking trickery. The trick is that I make myself more buoyant, and she becomes the ball in the water. Right? Right? Go. Go. Am I using Ti Fang? See this thing, it's like fucking bullshit is what you're using. See? It's not about... Yes, I'm using 4 ounces of power because I have the right alignment. The geometry's correct. Geometry's correct. She has to go. She has to go. I've done this to grown men. It's not about strength. It's about the line. If I was to go crooked, I get fucked up and break my finger. Okay? What's happening is that I'm using a straight line onto my ulna. My ulna goes into my spine, and then she bounces. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I was pushing as hard as I could manage, without...
Right, because
hurting
it's
myself.
perfectly on the line. So if he comes and pushes me here, and because I'm on the line, push, she's going to bounce off my bone frame. Yeah. And that is true spring pung energy. So now, if you want to talk about Ti Fang in the setting of lift and place, or it's not even the right way to say it. I can't even translate it. Right? You come in, she goes to bounce. She's doing it to herself.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
She's literally uprooting herself. There's no action of mine that's making her uproot. The harder she goes to push me, the more she's going to get back at her. Okay? That's Pungjin. Right? It's the harder you push, the more you get. See? And then, if you want to be an asshole about it, you do something called interrupting force. So she comes toward me and be careful. Okay? I don't want to talk because you can break the person's hands. Alright? Go.
Oh.
And you feel...
Yeah. Like, my brain was like, what?
The brain just gets riled. Because what happens literally is the bone marrow goes up to the brain. Lock your arm. Watch the effect on her body. Look. Okay? Watch. So, you ever... It's... what's it called? Conservation of momentum. Okay? the 3 things are connected, I send the line in, she goes. There's no need for this back and forth trickery. And in a fight, you don't have time. In a fight, as soon as she goes to move towards me, I immediately have the energy. Whether it's 1 finger or 50 fingers, that's what you're training. And that's why this style is so scary, because you don't know who has it. And that's why I generally don't like to go and just say, oh, I'm going to fuck up the whole world. But you posers, yeah.
Gotta go.
You gotta go. Because you're hurting people. There's no reason why. Why are you doing something? This was taught to the emperor's bodyguards and shit. Why would they do something that doesn't work? Why would, Yang Cheng Fu, Unbeatable Yang, all these, like, all the Lei Tai, like, all the people fighting, why would they do something that didn't work? Why would they do, and this is another thing, let's do a whole segment on this, Peng Lu Ji An. Ward off energy. They come towards me, I cover my center, and I turn it away. Peng Lu always goes together. The bubble going up takes it away to the corner. Okay? Roll back doesn't have to be rolling back. Roll back is not pulling out. Roll back is when my center spins because someone's putting force on it. So I give them Peng, the Peng meets them, and whatever side they're on, she's on that side, my center has to revolve. That's Peng. And that's where the Ti Fang comes from. You come in, boom, and now I'm already in. Now I'm already in. I'm not going to do ward off, roll back. No, it's roll back. They're there. Someone tells you that there's no application or no need for Peng Julian, they're a poser or they've lost their way. There's a guy who's actually really damn good. Adam Minsner or something like that. We saw a video. Guy's really good. And then he says some stupid shit like, oh, it's not about the hinges and the mechanics. No! It is about the hinges and mechanics. Because these hand drills, she comes towards me, here's a block. Here's a break. Here's a hit. You punch again, here's a block. Here's a hit. Okay? I was taught that Tai Chi is snake and hawk. So people say snake and crane. Focusing on White Crane is the mother of so many martial arts. It makes a lot of sense if you go to White Crane and see how they move, or Pak Mei and see how they move, that it's the same thing. Why would you think that these hand sets don't have a fucking usefulness? Okay? Why? How do you have the audacity to say that these moves, the four cardinal postures and energy, the 4 cardinal postures and energy have no usefulness? You are out of your goddamn mind. You're a phony, you're a fake, and you're robbing people. Stop. Okay? Stop your shit.